Hey everyone. Okay, I'm just gonna reposition here. Hi, how are you? I think that's okay. Hi. Oh, hey Namoli. Hi everyone. Okay, let's see here. Is that all right? It's great to see all your faces, your names coming up. Really, it's your names in the waves. That's what I'm loving the most. So we're gonna get started in a couple minutes. I just wanna make sure that everyone can get in to access the practice. If we haven't met yet, my name's Edith and I'm actually teaching from Ottawa today. So it's a beautiful day. I'm really happy and excited that we get to do this together because we're pretty lucky to have this avenue where we can share our practice in community, right? You're so far away, but I still feel like it's community. Okay, before we get into the practice altogether, you will need a block. If you don't have a block, a water bottle is great. So just make your, we'll give it another minute or two. Hey Danny, oh Danny Noel, how's it going? So good to see you. Right on. Okay, so just another minute or so everyone can log in. Thank you so much. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna turn off the comments now and we'll get started. Here we go. Awesome. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Whether you're watching it live or maybe you are watching it at like 7 p.m. at night. That's cool. At least you're here. So thank you. Okay, let's get started in a widening child's pose. So come onto all fours. Open your knees the width of the mat. Big toes to touch. Then sink your hips back to your heels. Notice how this feels to arrive and land. I'm just gonna set my time right here. And let your tummy relax between your thighs. It's kind of like there's a hammock for your belly, for your organs to rest in. Now spread your fingers open wide and press the hips back and down. Now really for a flow practice, bring your concentration, bring your awareness to your breath today. That's the most important thread throughout the entire practice. Now as you inhale, feel the entire low back rise. Exhale to shift more weight back into your heels. All right, inhale, come up into tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take a breath in, drop your belly, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest, press up between your shoulder blades. Now notice how that feels to shift the weight back and forth. All right, come back into cow pose. Drop the belly, look up. And exhale, round through. So even just a shift back of the hips, you can feel this more in the lower back and the lumbar spine. So the lumbar spine is the lower part of the spine. Thoracic is the upper. And okay, come back to neutral. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, downward dog. And just pedal up the feet. Notice how this feels today. Maybe you've done 2 or 3 classes already today. Just notice how this feels in your body. Every time you come to the shape, it's going to feel different. Let's take the feet wide to the sides of your mat. Breathe in, get long. Exhale, press the hips back. Again, breathe in, get nice and long. Exhale to press the hips up and back. Good, now look to the hands, step forward, ragdoll. Bend your knees generously so that your body is supported by the thighs. Now, if it feels okay, you could grab for the elbows and just let the weight of your body hang. If you need more support, fingertips can stay on the mat. Just nod your head nice and slow. Yes and no. Hands come onto your shins. Halfway lift, stretch your chest forward. Bow, exhale. Again, halfway lift, lengthen. And fold, exhale. And inhale, reach all the way up, rise up to the top. And hands in front of your chest. Let your hands rest at your sides. Notice how this feels to have the soles of your feet connect with the mat as you grow taller in your spine. And the breath is changing, it's reshaping. So feel the fullness of your breath. And have a wonderful practice today, everyone. Take a breath in. Exhale to contract through the legs. And inhale, reach up. Exhale to swan dive forward. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, come all the way up, nice and tall. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. A full breath in to reach. Exhale, fold forward. Now you could do this with the arms out to the side, you could do it in front, whatever feels good for your body. Take a breath in, lengthen, and try to have some buoyancy in the knees here. Fold, exhale. Inhale, reach up, come all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands at heart center. Good, a full breath in, reach. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise up. And come right up to the top. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. Get long through the sides of your body. Breathe in. Now on the exhale, come up and over to your right. And you can close your eyes here. Notice how this feels. So on the inhale, just give yourself some space. Exhale, deepen into the side stretch. All right. Give yourself space, breathe in. And on the exhale, contract down through the right side. You can have the feet together or apart, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, rise back up to the center. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Take a breath in to get long. Exhale, up and over in the opposite direction. In this shape, as we feel the body, we're exploring our movements in this lateral sensation. So breathe in, give yourself space. Deepen on the exhale. Yeah. Inhale, rise up to the center. Exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back into high plank. Now rock forward and back on your toes, leaning into the toes, leaning back into the heels. Toes and heels. And now set your knees on the mat. Come all the way down to your tummy, nice and slow. Elbows will brush the sides. Let's just do 3 baby cobras here. Pull your chest forward, lift. Exhale, back down. Lengthen forward, lift. Hook your pubic bone into the mat. Belly draws in to support your lower back. Exhale, down. One more time. Lengthen forward, lift. And exhale, back down. Push back, tabletop to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Now the shoulders are very active. As you spread the fingers wide, imagine that you're trying to scrub the floor with your hands. The armpits, the sensation is as if they're starting to turn inward to face each other. Good. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out your mouth. Look to your hands. Step forward. Halfway lift. Stretch your chest. Bow. Exhale. Bend your knees. Sink your hips down low. Reach up. Powerful pose. Get low into the legs. You can do this with the knees together or apart. Whatever feels good for your body. Knit the ribs in and get lower into your seat. Now you can feel a lot of heat coming through the thighs. Inhale, reach up and back, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat, step back to high plank. Let's lower the knees again. Come all the way down to the tummy. 2 baby cobras. Lengthen your heart forward, lift. Exhale, back down. Again, stretch forward, lift. Maybe even take your fingertips off the mat. Notice how that feels. Lower back down, push back. Tabletop, downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Look to your hands, step forward. This time feet together. Halfway lift, stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Bend your knees, get into your seat. Reach your arms up. Now take a full breath in to get long through your sides. Exhale, swing the right arm behind you. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Just get familiar with opening your chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Good, now come back through the center. Take a breath in. Sit nice and low, hands in front of your chest as you twist. Left elbow will land either on the knee or the thigh. Take a full breath in. Open up on the twist. There's some pressure into the hands, but not so much. Most of this movement is coming from your back and through the abdomen as well, of course. Now inhale, come all the way up, reach up to the sky. Exhale to get down low, twist in the opposite direction. Take a full breath in, rotate through your chest on the exhale, pull the right hip back. And notice how this is feeling. Baby cobra across the chest. So you're trying to maintain the integrity of the upper back, belly pulls in. Inhale, come up to the top. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift to lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back to high plank. Bring your knees to the earth. Lower down just halfway, half chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or baby cobra. Lift your hips, downward dog. Steady breath in through the nose. And sigh out your mouth. Good. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale to step forward. Come into crescent lunge. Rise all the way up to the top. Lift your hips up just an inch or two, drop down through the tailbone. Take a breath in. Now contain the ribs from fanning open. Feel the energy in the center of the body drop inwards. So it's kind of like we're wearing a really tight corset. Breathe in, look up between the hands. Exhale, open to warrior two. Activate your upper back muscles. Feel the chest broaden, then reach through your fingertips. Left palm turns up, reverse your warrior, side stretch. And you can straighten out the front knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, lunge into the front knee. One more time. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to lunge. Good. Triangle pose with the front knee bent. Upper arm is reaching up to the ceiling. Let's play with the position of the top hand. Bring the top arm in front of you. Rotate through the chest. Bicep is close to your ear. Nice, slow breaths. If you can feel and hear your breath picking up, slow it down. Inhale back up, warrior two. Exhale to flow. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back into high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Keep the legs engaged. Inhale to up dog. Now be strong through the seat, lower belly, and everything lifts up. Yeah. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, knee to your nose, step forward, come into crescent lunge. Inhale to come all the way up, reach up. Sink down on the exhale. Now notice if you're dropping into the low back, if there's a big arch of the low back, lift up just a little. See if you can maybe shorten your stance. Take a breath in. Exhale, open to warrior two. Reaching through the fingertips. Nice full breath in to lengthen up. Get into the sides of the body. Get into that space in the shoulder blades. And take a full inhale. Exhale, get a little deeper. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, press through the right heel, reach. Exhale down. One more time, press. Good, exhale down. Come back up into a warrior two shape. Right forearm to the inside of your knee. Left arm is reaching up to the sky. You can shorten your stance too. Take the top arm, bring it in front of the belly. Then bicep close to your ear. Take a full breath in. Rotate through your chest. Use the forearm on the inside of the knee to hold the knee open. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. Step back to high plank. Firm through the legs, option to set the knees down. Come down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Breathe in through your nose. Sigh out your mouth, let it go. And breathe in and out. Lift your hands, step forward. Halfway lift to stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, upper back is strong, chest is long. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, carry through to down dog. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Cat, stretch the back. And then step forward, come right into warrior two. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink down. Nice long reach. Turn your left palm up to the sky, reverse. Straighten out your front knee, get long. Good, inhale to come forward, reach, reach, reach. Exhale to tip. So this is an extended triangle where the front knee is straight. And try your best to keep the knee soft. You don't have to come down too far. Good. Nice long breath in. Now hand comes to your hip. Look towards the front foot. Heel toe the foot forward, or you could come right into half moon from here. Now, if you need your block, you're going to bring the block forward and slightly to your left. Good. Oh, my head's cut off there. Good. Rotate through the chest. Come onto your fingertips. Roll open through the hips. Now bring your fingertips to the mat. Take a step back with your, let's take a step back with the right foot. Heel toe, the left knee out to the side, and then drop the knee down, sorry. Come up onto your front thigh. Weight of the hips sink down. Now interlace your fingers, bring your hands onto the top of your thigh. Take a breath in. Now exhale, round through the back. Press the spine towards the back of the space. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round through. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Hands come down to the mat. Curl your back toes under. Step back into high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, carry through, down dog. Take a cleansing breath in through your nose. Let it go. Inhale, float your right leg up. Now slowly bring your knee to your nose as if you're trying to draw it through molasses. Cat stretch your back, then step forward. Warrior two. Inhale to rise. Exhale to land. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior, reach up high through the baby finger. Now straighten out your front knee, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, tip, reach, reach, reach to the front of the room. So the opposing force, reach forward through the right baby finger. Left ribs, left hip is reaching to the back, like I'm trying to reach to my plant there. And we're gonna tip. Can you find the rhythm of your breath? Nice full breaths, in and out through the nose. Take a breath in. Exhale, top hand to your hip. You can either shorten the stance or you can slowly float the left heel up, turn on through the glutes as you lift the heel. Pop onto your fingertips so that we're starting to engage core strength. Reach actively through your heel. Breathe deep. So the extension through the crown of my head is present, and we're lengthening through the left heel. Float the fingertips down, step back with your left foot, heel to the right foot out to the side, and drop your left knee to the mat. Take a breath in, sink down. Now rise up onto your thigh, interlace the hands, breathe in, exhale, round through the chest. See if you can press through. Might even feel good to bring the hips back an inch or two. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round through. Woo. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, round through, hold, pause. Feel the shoulder blades separate across the upper back. Oh, my ponytail is swinging me off balance. Good, hands come down, curl the back toes under, lift back. Take pause in down dog. Get long through your sides, breathe in. Exhale, contract the belly. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward dog. Let's take 5 breaths. You can either come into a nice long down dog or child's pose. This might even be a good time to take a swig of water if you'd like to have some. So 5 of your deepest breaths. While you are in your variation, this pause, roll the wrists. Breathe very deep. All right, downward dog. Bring your hands and your feet to meet in the middle of the mat. Take a breath in, stretch your chest. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees, sink your hips down low, reach up. And let's set up for eagle pose. Bring your right arm under your left, bind at your elbows, then at your wrists. Scoop your elbows forward and up, forearms away from your face. And then take the right thigh, wrap it up and over. You can either let the toes land on the outside of your foot or wrap your toes around your calf. Keep scooping the elbows forward and up, forearms away from your face. Squeeze everything towards the center line of your body. Now keep your arms in eagle, come all the way up, step into warrior 1 shape. So that's back toes are turned to 2 o'clock. We're stepping heavy to the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale, exhale, sink down into your hips. Now take this into a bit of a back bend. Lift your elbows up towards the ceiling, breathe. Now inhale, reach the arms up and back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, come forward, stay strong through the belly. Lift the back foot, warrior 3 or toppling tree pose. Keep the back foot active, whether you're pointing the toes or you're flexing. Just keep the foot active so we're engaging all the way through. Full inhale. Exhale, vertical splits. Try not to come down like that, like with a heavy landing. Breathe in to lengthen. Fold. You could bring your left hand to the ankle, tucking in really tight. Now halfway lift, stretch your chest. Exhale, let the right foot land. Halfway lift to lengthen. Fold, exhale. And now bend your knees, sink your hips down low, reach up. Other side, left arm swings under the right, bind at your elbows and then at your wrists. Pick up your left thigh, take it up and over. Scoop your elbows forward and up. Squeeze the thighs so tight together. Now take a breath in. Exhale, press into your standing heels. Take a step back. Warrior 1, feet are hip width distance. Now bring the elbows forward and up. Let the right shoulder drop away from your ear. Feel that stretch across your upper back. Now Inhale, reach up and back. Take a full inhale. Exhale, tip forward. So we're coming into that hint of Bandharasana here, runner's lunge. Feel that connection. Float onto your toes. Now lift the leg up. Arms can either stay over your head or you could reach your fingertips towards the very back of the space. Now, depending on how tight your hamstrings are, there's a lot of moving parts here, but you might not be able to come all the way forward. That's okay. Whoop. And keep reaching through. Take a breath in. Exhale, strong through the leg, strong through the chest and upper back. Fingertips land. Take a breath in. Walk your hands in towards a standing foot. Let the head be heavy. Grab with the right hand around the right ankle. Maybe the left hand comes to follow. Fingertips to the mat. Stretch your chest forward. Now let your foot land. Let's just take pause and ragdoll. Head is heavy. Neck is relaxed. I know we're not in a hot room, but it sure feels pretty warm. All right, hands to shins, halfway lift. Stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Inhale, reach up, come up to the top. Hands, head, heart center. Breathe deep. Breathe slow. Take a full inhale to reach. Scoop up your right foot. Now the hand could be on the inside, maybe the outside of your foot, whatever works for you. Breathe in for length. Kick back as you exhale. Now if you're clenching your teeth, try to have some softness in your face, softness in your gaze. And you can feel free to tip forward too. If that's where you want to take your dancer pose today, go for it. Now 3, 2, knees together on 1. Switch sides right away. Scoop up your left foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, kick back. Now there's a counter force here. As you're reaching forward through the right hand, kick back into your left. Rotate your chest. Last 3, 2, and knees together on 1. Close your eyes, feet on the mat. You can have some softness in the knees. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Step back into high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, carry through, downward dog. Good, inhale, roll forward. Now set the knees on the mat and we'll lower to the tummy for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your left ear on the mat. Look right. Arms can come beside you. Breathe into your back. Feel a stretch into the sides of your neck. Switch sides, other ear. Comes down. Now nice deep breaths into your back body, into your lower back. And it really depends on your ankle mobility. If you could bring the toes together and try to let the heels fall wide. If not, just come into that comfortable space where your feet can relax. All right, chin comes back to the mat. Let's take the hands out to cactus. We'll come right up onto your fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your chest. Now, there's very little weight on my hands. It's just there for balance, really. And if you can, take the hands off the mat. Okay, keep pressing down through the tops of your feet. Take a breath in for length. Come up a little bit higher. Now, exhale down. Reach your arms behind you, either interlacing the fingers, or you could turn the hands out so the palms are facing down. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the legs as well as your chest. Try to feel some space as you lengthen out. Come up higher. Sit down, bend your knees, grab hold of your feet, bring your knees closer together. Take a breath in. Exhale, kick back. Kick back, lift through the chest. Now you can press the thighs down, lift higher through the heart. Good. Now let's settle back down here. We're going to do another style of floor bow. We'll take the knees out wide, flex the feet, bring your heels together, and then we'll come back into that stance with the fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the chest, lift your heels, turn on your glutes. Keep squeezing the heels together. If this is too much on the low back, you can either keep the knees down and practice at lifting the chest. Whew, relax down. Hands under your shoulders, push back to child's pose. Breathe into your entire back. Downward dog. And we'll flow from here. Inhale, come up, forward, lean into the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, carry through, downward dog. Now look between your hands, walk through your arms to seated. All right, and lay on your back. And just tick-tock the knees from side to side. Notice how this feels. All right, and as you walk the heels in closer to your hips, we'll be moving into 3 sets of bridge today. And you can either keep, so the first one, we'll do a basic bridge. I'm gonna turn this way, so instead of coming into it that way. So we lift up nice and high, press up, walk your shoulder blades underneath you. And there's a lot of stimulation happening in the throat here. So we're moving into the glands. And now just feel the legs here, activate the legs. Imagine you're holding a block between your thighs. And come onto your toes, now roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Feet mat width distance apart, let the knees knock together. Breathe into your low back, resting pose. Now, for the next 2 sets of bridge, you can stay in a supported bridge if you like, or you could come into a couple more active bridge shapes. So supported bridge, you'll take your block and you slide it underneath your hips as you lift all the way up. So take a breath in, exhale, lift up. Now, if you're doing support, you bring the block underneath you. Otherwise, we're walking the elbows, walking the shoulders in, a little bit flat, interlacing the hands. Now this time, dig your heels into the mat. Lift the hip bones higher. Activate the abdomen and lengthen out through the lower back so there's just more space. That might even trigger a different engagement. Good, now press the pinkies into the mat. So if you're in supported bridge, stay right there, or start to unlace the hands, roll the shoulders out, come down. Easing your way onto your back, knock the knees together. Breathe very deep. All right. Wheel pose with the option of doing your 3rd set of bridge. So if you want to do a 3rd set of bridge, go for it. Otherwise, wheelers, bring your hands beside your ears. Fingertips point towards your shoulders, and the elbows are pointing straight up to the ceiling. So as we take a big breath in, the first modification, come onto the crown of your head. Keep hugging the elbows in as if you're in chaturanga. Take a breath in, exhale, lift up. Lengthen your tailbone. Imagine you still have that block between your thighs. Press up through the hips. Nice space in the lower back. Sometimes this is better than taking a shot of espresso. Okay, chin to your chest. Slowly bend the elbows. Come down into bridge pose. So we're all going to meet in bridge. Nice and slow. If you're in supported bridge, lift your hips off of your block. Slide the block out from under you and roll down. Nice and slow. Whew. Let the knees come together. Lots of energy comes through wheel pose and bridge. So we just feel like this rush of heat, maybe a lot of engagement, just stimulation in the back bend. We just woke up the entire information highway, our spine. All right, so if we're doing this, here, I'm just gonna spin around. So your head should be at the back of your mat. I just changed sides so that I wouldn't flash you. Bring your hands underneath your knees and rock and roll up and down your spine. Massage your back. Good. Just see how that feels, rocking, massaging. Now let's make our way into a supported boat pose, Navasana. So as we come up, knees bent, scoot back here. Fingertips can come behind you for support. Inhale to reach out. Exhale to pull in. Inhale out. Exhale in. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, cross your ankles, come forward to tabletop, right into down dog. Option to flow or stay here for 5 breaths in down dog. Bring your knees down. Open your knees wide, toes can come to touch. This might feel like plenty here for you. So we'll do more of an active hero pose today. Bring your hands behind you and we'll press the hips up. Almost like a camel pose as well. So stretching through the hip flexors, might even feel this in the quads. And sit the hips back down. Downward dog, downward dog. All right, take your left leg up, tuck your knee behind the left wrist, right leg slides back, pigeon pose, crawl your way forward. You might come onto your elbows, you might even use your block. I like to use the block to support my chest, especially after a vigorous practice. It just feels good to release the shoulders. If you have two blocks, placing a second one under your forehead feels really good too. You can even wedge the block under your hip, the left hip, of course. Take 3 of your deepest breaths. Now this stretch, pigeon pose, we access a band, not a muscle, a band in the side of our leg into the thigh, the IT band. It's often pretty tight, especially if you sit for a long time, if you're active as well. So when that band is overdrawn or overextended, we do get a lot of pain in the knee as it pulls the knee off to the side. You come up. Now drop all of your weight onto your left hip. Bring your right hand behind the knee, the right knee. Swing your leg out in front of you. So the sole of your foot will come to the inside of your right leg. Now bring your right hand behind the spine, so it's straight out from the tailbone. Left hand to the thigh. Take a big breath in to sit up tall. Twist on the exhale. Use the back hand. You can even bring the hand between the legs if that feels better. So breathe in, sit up. Twist, exhale. And come back through the center. Breathe in to reach up. Exhale, fold over your leg. You can slide the right hip back. It is heavy. And just let this forward fold be very passive. If you need to bend the knee, maybe wedge something under the knee. You can even bring your arm underneath. All right, crawl your way back up. Help your knee up. And we're gonna slide, bend the right knee, and roll the left leg behind you. So pigeon on the other side. Square off your hips. You could even bring the right heel closer to you because we're entering it in a different shape. Maybe you're not used to having it in this shape. Lift up, and take a breath in. Crawl forward. So sometimes the top of the knee can be really delicate in this shape. And so if you're feeling sensitivity on the back knee, curl your toes under. You can also pad the knee. Breathe very deep. Feel your entire back expand with breath. And focus on 3 parts of your breath here. So empty your breath completely. Inhale into low back, mid back, and then the upper back. Empty your breath completely. Inhale low back, mid back, upper back. Empty completely. 2 more like that. Inhale, low back, mid back, upper back. Empty. And the last one, go at your own pace. Okay, come up onto your hands. Rock all the weight onto your right hip. Bring the left leg forward so the sole of your right foot is on the inside of the leg. Bring the right hand between the legs or to the outer left thigh. Left hand comes behind you. Breathe in to sit up tall. Twist. Use the back hand to prop, to lengthen your spine. Twist more on the exhale. And you can even take the hand, reach back. Maybe the neck starts to rotate more too. And come back to the center. Reach both arms up to the ceiling. Fold over your left leg. Scoot the left hip back. Let this be passive. Breathe deep. And the weight of the head hangs. You can feel that stretch in the back of your neck. You crawl your way up. Help your knees up. Give yourself a big hug. Tuck in really tight. And come into Shavasana. So now's a good time to maybe grab something to cover your eyes with. You can have some water. Lay on your back. So come on to your back. You can cover your eyes. Slide your shoulder blades underneath you. Let your body drop heavy onto your mat. The back of your head, the back of your shoulder blades, your buttocks and sacrum is really heavy. And that weight transitions all the way down to the back of the heels and calves. And how does this feel on the arms? As the hands drop heavier into the earth. If you have the time today to rest in Shavasana, I encourage you to do that. Take as much time as you need. Drink a lot of water. Did a lot of work today. Thank you so much for your energy and for your time. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.